Well, President Trump is celebrating his first legislative victory with the passage of his healthcare bill through one house after weeks of controversy. But it's still far from becoming law, with the bill yet to go through the Senate, where the government has a narrower majority. And Democrats are now vowing to do everything possible to derail the legislation. Anne Barker reports.
Vote them out! Vote them out!
Even before the bill passed through the House of Representatives, protesters took to the streets in Washington to denounce the proposed new law. Shouting, "Shame, shame," they slammed the legislation for cutting healthcare to even more Americans than under the previous bill known as Obamacare. Ben Wickley is head of the protest group Move On.
If Trump Care passes, childbirth will not be guaranteed for coverage under health insurance. If Trump Care passes, millions of people will suffer needlessly. Many thousands of people will die because they cannot afford the coverage they need. And that is why all of us will do everything we can to stop Trump Care from ever becoming law.
Politically, the bill is a significant victory for Donald Trump, representing his first legislative win since he took office in January, and coming only weeks after the bill seemed doomed to fail without enough Republican support. President Trump now predicts his health plan will sail through the Senate.
And this is a great plan. I actually think it will get even better. And this is, make no mistake, this is a repeal and a replace of Obamacare. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake.
Republican supporters such as Diane Black say the bill increases healthcare choices for Americans.
This is a great day for us. This is just the beginning. We have the opportunity now to rescue people, to give them the opportunity to truly get the kind of care that they want, they deserve, with the doctors that they choose and a price they can afford.
In reality, though, the Trump Care plan is far from assured. It passed the lower house with only one vote to spare. 20 Republicans voted against it. Not a single Democrat voted in favour. And in the Senate, the government has only 52 of the 100 seats, meaning there's next to no room for Republican dissent. And Democrat senators, including Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, say they'll do all they can to overturn the bill or at least force major amendments.
We will use every procedural tool we find in the Senate to require that there be debate, to require that there be analysis, to require that people will know exactly how bad Trump Care is. And ladies and gentlemen, if we stay united, Democrats in the House and Senate, and the American people who you so well represent, Trump Care will never see the light of day.
This is not a health bill. This is a tax bill disguised as a health bill to have one of the biggest transfers of wealth from working families to the richest people and corporations in our country. That's why they have to do it now, so they can do their tax bill.
As it stands now, the Trump Care Bill, or the American Health Care Act, removes many of the measures in Obamacare which sought to extend health care to more Americans. It slashes funding for Medicaid, the program that provides insurance for the poor, and it includes a penalty for not buying health insurance. Some economists calculate an extra 14 million Americans will be left without proper health care as a result of the bill. But even if it passes the Senate, any amendments would need approval from the House, meaning it could be months before the final bill becomes law.
Anne Barker reporting.